Stay safe.
Stay active.
And stay healthy.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Barrett from PASS, Physical Activity and Sports Specialist, and we hope you're keeping safe, active and healthy at home or at school. This PE lesson is aimed at children in reception classes, so early years foundation stage, and is one of our dance lessons. In this series of dance videos, the children are going to be exploring the theme of mini beasts. In our first dance lesson, we explored 3 different mini beasts in particular and looked at the ways that they might move. In today's dance lesson, the children are going to be exploring the theme of emotions and the ways that we might move depending on how we are feeling. For this particular dance lesson, you won't need any specialist equipment, just a nice clear space around you in which to move around in, and maybe a bottle of water close by should you need it. So if you'd like to pause the video there and make sure you're ready for your dance lesson. Welcome back, reception classes. Hopefully you're nice and ready for our dance lesson. Now, before we warm up, we're going to be thinking about emotions. Another word for emotions might be our feelings. And sometimes we can feel really happy inside, which is a nice feeling, and hopefully you're happy lots of the time. Sometimes, however, we can feel a bit sad, and we can show how we're feeling sad by our facial expressions and the way that we move. Sometimes we might be super excited or surprised. Sometimes we might be a bit scared or a bit worried. So you can see we have lots of emotions or feelings. And we can show our emotions or feelings by the way that we look, our facial expressions. So reception classes, if I said to you, could you show me a real happy face? Can you show me on your face that you're super happy? Hopefully you're happy to do some dance today. You might have big smiles, showing lots of teeth, big cheeks, and maybe really big bright eyes because you're super happy. Now, if I said actually, we're feeling a little bit sad today, how might you show sadness on your face? This time you might not be smiling. You might have a slightly sad look on your face, like a downturned mouth. And maybe your eyes might not be as big or bright. What about if I said you're super excited? You might show real excitement by having a big, wide mouth and big, wide eyes to show that you're super excited or surprised. And what about if you're a bit scared or worried? Maybe, again, you might not be smiling now. You might be feeling a little bit scared and worried and showing that by your face, by holding your breath and having your mouth closed. And the way that we're feeling and our emotions, we can show by the ways that we move. So today we're going to explore dancing, showing different emotions. But before we do reception class, we're going to warm our bodies up. And we're going to warm our bodies up using the 3 mini beasts that we met in our first dance lesson. I wonder if you can remember what 1, 2, or maybe even all 3 of the mini beasts were. One flew in the air and had beautiful wings, often really, really colourful. Can you remember what it was, reception class? That's right, it was our butterflies. And I wonder if you can show me how the butterflies moved around the space, because they were very light and graceful with their actions. And their arms, or our arms, move up and down to make the idea that we've got wings. Very beautiful, and they travel very light on their feet. So you might want to travel on your tiptoes, maybe walking, maybe jogging, whilst gracefully using those arms to create the idea that you've got butterfly wings. And you might want to change your tiptoe, maybe even to a skipping action, to skip like a butterfly around your space. And if you find skipping tricky, guys, think about step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. See if you can do that whilst doing your butterfly wings at the same time, which can be a bit tricky. And sometimes we thought about being still like a butterfly too. So you might just use your wings now and not your legs. We also created a butterfly shape on our bottoms and used our legs to be the wings. Do you remember this one, reception classes? And we can move our knees up and down as if we're resting on a leaf, like a butterfly. And then we might start travelling again, moving around the space. You can choose how you'd like to move like a butterfly. Good job, everybody. What about our snails? They were very different to the way that they moved from the butterflies. How did the snails travel and move around the space? They were very slow and they weren't quite as graceful as our butterflies. So you might now be doing some sliding on your tummies or your backs, or maybe on your bottom and your legs, sliding around your space. Remember, snails have to carry their house on their backs. So they have to be very strong and move super slowly. And see if you can slide like a snail in different directions around your space. And maybe try sliding on different parts of your body. Good job, reception class. What about the third mini beast that we met? Can you remember what that was? They weren't sliding and they weren't in the air. It was our ants, our scuttling ants. Can you remember how our ants travelled? They were on their hands and their feet. And they move in scuttling actions. They move often sideways, quite quickly. Good job. And can you move around like a scuttling ant in lots of different directions? Like you're moving in and out the cracks in the pavement. And what about our beautiful butterflies again, reception class? Can you show me how you remember moving like a butterfly? Beautiful. Remember, you can rest upon a leaf at any point. And our scuttling ants. Show me how you move like that ant, a lot faster than the snails. And finally, our snails, reception class. So slow your body down. Can you slide on a part of your body and move your body slowly like a snail? Good job, everybody. If you want to take a drink, please do. Otherwise, we're going to get on to the next part of our session. Welcome back, reception classes. Hopefully your bodies are nice and warm now. At the start of the lesson, I talked about our emotions or feelings and how sometimes we can show that on our face, on our facial expressions. If we're sad, if we're excited, if we're happy, if we're scared, if we're surprised. And as well as showing it on our face, we can also show it in our bodies and the way that we move. So I'm going to play you a piece of music. I want you to listen with your ears really carefully to the piece of music, and you might want to stop it and listen to it a couple of times. And once you've listened to the piece of music, I would like you to think about how the music makes you feel. What emotions are you feeling inside? And when you've thought about how it makes you feel, maybe you could start moving around the space in the way that this music makes you feel. And I wonder if you agree with me. So let's listen to our first piece of music, reception class. So listen carefully and think about how this music makes you feel inside. So listen carefully with those ears. Have you thought about how it makes you feel, reception class? If there's somebody there, maybe you can tell them how you're feeling. What emotions do you have from this piece of music? Okay, now, I don't know about you, reception class, but that piece of music makes me feel really happy inside. On my outside, I might be smiling and have bright eyes, and it makes me want to move in a happy way around my space. So, in a moment, I'm going to play that piece of music again, and I would like you to show me how you're going to move around the space that you're feeling really, really happy inside. And then I'm going to show you some of my happy actions. So let's play that piece of music again and see if we can move in a really happy way, reception class. Here we go. So you're moving around your space. Show me with your bodies how you're feeling. Hopefully you're feeling really happy inside. What sort of actions are happy actions? Brilliant. I love that you show me really good happy actions there, reception class. I'm going to show you some of my happy actions and I'd like you to have a go at copying them. So my first happy action is going to be jumping, because if I was super happy, I might jump for joy. So I wonder if you could show me jumping around your space. I'm jumping from side to side. You might have a go at jumping forwards and backwards as well as side to side in your space. Very nice. And you might jump a few times in a row as well. Brilliant. And as well as doing jumping, I wonder if we can do a happy action with our arms at the same time. So what might be a happy action that we can do with our arms? Show me if you can think of one. I'm thinking of a waving action from side to side that I might do at the same time as jumping with my legs. Can you wave your arms and jump with your legs at the same time? And now I'm trying to do it side to side. Can you copy me? And what about forwards and backwards whilst waving side to side? Good job, reception class. That one's a tiring one. Okay, another happy action might be a skip like we did for our butterflies. And remember, if you find skipping tricky, think of step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. Can you show me how you might step, hop or skip around your space? Beautiful. Now, as well as skipping, again, we might add some arm actions to show that we're feeling really happy. So I'm going to see if I can bring my arms up nice and high whilst I skip to show that I'm really happy. Maybe you can copy me, reception class. Can you skip and use your arms at the same time? Brilliant. Step, hop, skip. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to think of another happy action now, and that's going to be a galloping action. I wonder if you can copy me. I'm going to lead, so have one foot in front of the other and bring the other leg behind them, like I'm galloping. Good job. And I can gallop on my right leg leading, and then if I want to, I can switch and have my left leg in front, my left leg leading. Now, while we're galloping, reception class, do you think you can think of some happy arm actions whilst you gallop? What can we do? I'm thinking of clapping whilst I'm galloping. You might want to have a go at clapping as well. Or maybe you could do some arm twists. Or maybe you could do those waving-like actions again whilst you gallop. Good job, everybody. Happy actions can get really tiring because you have to use lots of your body to show you're super happy. So if you want to pause the video there and grab a quick drink, please do. Welcome back, reception class. I hope you enjoyed doing your happy dance actions. We're going to listen to another piece of music now. So you're going to listen really carefully with your ears. And I want you to think about how you feel. So what emotions you have inside when you hear the next piece of music. If there's somebody there at home or at school, maybe you can tell them how you are feeling when you hear this piece of music. And then we're going to start moving around to match the music. So listen carefully first. See what you think. Is it going to be happy again or a different emotion? What are you thinking, reception? How does it make you feel? Is it the same or different? Okay, so how did that piece of music make you feel, reception class? Did it make you feel happy again? So was it the same or was it different? Yeah, I definitely think it was different from the first piece of music. I'm not sure it made me smile and be really super happy. And I definitely think I might move around in a different way this time. It made me feel a little bit sad, which is a shame, but sometimes we can feel a little bit sad. Did it make you feel sad too, reception class? So if we're feeling a bit sad, our facial expression is going to be a bit different. And the way that we dance and the way that we move is going to be a bit different too. So I'm going to play that piece of music again, and this time I'd like you to move around the room in the way that it makes you feel, which should be quite different from our happy actions. So guys, if you'd like to find your space, and this time moving in the way that this piece of music makes you feel. That's our happy actions again. We don't want that one. So moving around the space, show me how you're feeling inside now. Some lovely actions, reception class. Moving like when we're sad is very different from happy too. You had some really good sad actions. I'm going to show you some of mine now, and I'd like you to have a go at copying. That music was a lot slower than the first piece of music, so we need to match the speed that we move to match the music. So I'm going to move a lot slower this time too. So for my action, I'm going to do some slow walking. Do you think you can move in slow speed too? Slow walking. Good. Slow walking. Excellent, everybody. And with my arms, I'm going to move them from side to side. Can you show me how you might move your arms from side to side, reception class? Lovely. Remember, we can't go too fast because the music is quite slow and we're feeling quite sad. Now, with your arms going from side to side, reception class, do you think you could add in your slow walking? So you're moving in a slow way whilst moving those arms from side to side. Very nice. And how about you could show me a shape that you might get into if you're feeling quite sad? Because you might not be big and upright if you're feeling quite sad. You might come down and make your body quite small in a tuck shape if you're feeling quite sad. And from this shape, we're going to have a go at rocking forwards and backwards. We don't want to do this too fast because we want to keep in time with the music. So quite slow, rocking forwards and backwards. Excellent. Okay, reception class. Now, I don't like feeling sad, so I wonder if we can go on to another emotion to make us feel in a different way. So I'm going to pause the video there and get ready for our next emotion. Okay, welcome back, reception classes. So we felt happy, we felt sad. I wonder how the next piece of music is going to make you feel. Remember, listen really carefully with your ears first. And if there's somebody you can talk to at home or school, maybe you can tell them how this music makes you feel. Let's listen first. How's it making you feel? Oh. How did it make you feel, reception class? That one was a little bit trickier than happy and sad. Maybe you said to somebody at home or at school that it made you feel a bit angry inside because it sounded like it was building up to something. Possibly. So it made me feel a little bit angry inside, and I wonder if we can show with our body how we might feel when we are angry and what we might do. So maybe you haven't quite got your own way, or maybe a younger brother or sister or an older brother or sister maybe have taken the toy that you wanted to play with and you're not very happy about it. So how can you show that you're angry? Show me those angry actions around the space that you're in, reception class. Oh, you are angry, aren't you? I can see people stamping their feet, marching. Excellent. really, really cross, angry faces too, as well as your angry body actions. I'm going to show you some of my angry body actions, and I'd like you to see if you can copy. So if I'm feeling a bit cross and a bit angry, I might stomp. So do you think you could pick up your foot and stomp it down on the floor? Excellent. Stomping from one foot, then the other foot, because you're not very happy. And now we turned it into a march. So maybe we can march around the room, stomping our feet in an angry, cross way. Yeah, good job, reception classes. How about showing me an angry, still shape? Like you've got those arms folded and you've got a cross face. Good job. So with our arms folded, we're now going to have a go at kicking one side to the other because we're not very happy that we didn't get our way. Good job. So kicking, keeping those arms folded. Excellent. And now we're going to go push. We're going to push out to different directions and different sides. Because again, we're not very happy that we didn't get our way. We're going to push, push. We might step as we push too. Good job, reception class. Now let's go back to our stomping again. And if you want to make it into a march around your space, stomping as you go. Good job. Awesome. So we've had happy, we've had sad, and we've had cross and angry. Wonder if there's any other emotions that sometimes you feel inside. If there's somebody at home, maybe you can talk about other emotions that you have. I think sometimes we might feel a bit worried as well, or a bit scared, and that can make us feel different inside, and we can show that within our facial expressions and the way that we move. Okay, what we're going to do now, reception class, is think back to our 3 mini beasts that we were looking at in our first lesson and in our warm-up today. And I would like you to choose one of the mini beasts to be really happy, so have a really happy emotion. So it might be a super happy butterfly, or a happy ant, or a happy snail. So you can choose. And as well as having a really happy mini beast, you need to choose one of the 3 to be really sad. So it might be a sad butterfly, or a sad ant, or a sad snail. It's up to you. Okay, and once you've chosen which is going to be your happy mini beast and which is going to be your sad mini beast, I would like you to show me how your insect or mini beast is going to move if it's super happy and how it's going to move if it's not very happy and sad. Because I think the way that they feel and the way that they act would be really different. And once you've chosen and had a go, maybe you could show someone at home or at school your happy mini beast and your sad mini beast. Have a go, reception class. Welcome back, reception. I hope you enjoyed being happy and sad mini beasts. I'm going to show you my happy and sad mini beast now, and I wonder if you can guess what emotions they're feeling. So which is going to be the happy mini beast and which is going to be the sad mini beast. I'm going to show you both of them, so one after the other, and then maybe you can tell me afterwards. This is my first mini beast. How is it feeling? Off we go. Okay, that's mini beast number 1, and now I'm going to show you my second mini beast, and I want you to first of all know what mini beast it is, and secondly, what emotion, how it's feeling. Off we go. Okay, hopefully you guessed what mini beast I was showing and how my mini beasts were feeling. Did you guess that I was a sad butterfly to start with? Had my head down, my wings were moving pretty slowly, I wasn't skipping anymore, and when I rested on a leaf, I was very slow and had my head down. But then I was a happy ant, and I was scuttling along super happy, and I added in a jump as well as a scuttle. I wonder if you guessed. Okay, reception classes, you guys have done a great job today, and we're going to finish with a cool down to make sure our bodies are back and ready for more learning. So I wonder if you can show me your snails, how you slipped and slided all around the floor on either your tummy, your back, or your legs and bottom. So I want you to slide around like you're the snail. Good job. And maybe you can be a bit of a sad snail. So while you're being a sad snail, you're going to tilt your head to one side and then the other side. Good job. Okay. Now, mini beasts often live in the mud, especially the worms and the beetles and the bugs. So we're going to see if we can walk through squelchy mud. So can you copy me? Do big wide strides, reception class, getting your knee up nice and high and then gently planting it down. Good job. So squishy, squelchy mud. Good job. And we're going to give our body a bit of a wiggle like a wiggly worm. Low to the floor, then up tall. And low to the floor, then up tall. Okay, we're going to do some big arm circles like we're our happy butterfly. Going backwards, brushing past our ears. And now we're going to do big arm circles going forwards, like our beautiful butterfly, brushing past our ears. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to swing our arms from side to side, like our sad action, guys. Can you copy me? So from side to side. Very nice. I wonder if you can go 1, 2, 3, and over. 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 Okay, good job, reception classes. Hopefully you've enjoyed exploring emotions and the way our mini beasts might feel. In our next session, we're going to explore more about mini beasts. So until then, stay safe, stay active, stay healthy.